Alright, so I just want to make a video just kind of showing my method for cutting out knife handles. I do mine a little bit differently than a lot of people, in that most people, they true their handles up to their knives using a belt grinder, which I find pretty wasteful for sharp belts. So how I do it is I use a router. Now with the two handle coupons cut out, I just put these angled lines on here, just so I know this. So this angle will face up towards the blade, so I'll be able to keep these the same. And actually, what I want to do is flip them over. I want this to be the back side. So the blade will always face to the top of the double lines. Cut it out. Now what I like to do is I use a step drill bit to drill in and countersink this hole so the head of the bolt can sit down in there. Focus here. This is just nice because what I used to do is actually drill the 1/4-inch hole and then I would follow it up with a 5/16. The problem with that is it doesn't always end up perfectly centered. At least this way, you know it'll end up perfectly centered. Now what I want to do is trace out the outline, so I take off most of the shape on the bandsaw. Alright, so now that I have the basic shape cut out, this is where I differ from a lot of different knife makers. For truing it up, what a lot of guys will do is they'll install the screws, or they'll put the whole knife together and then run a sander around the edges here until everything's flush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a roundover bit, and it's going to true it up, and it's also going to round over the edges just for a starting point for when I take it to the sander. Alright, so now the handle material holds the profile of the knife. I mean, it's trued up really close to the edge of the knife. You still have to run it around the sander with a higher grip belt just to polish it up and make it perfect, but 90% of the work is done for you. Plus you have a nice round over to start your sanding. Now this corner that I cut up here, I gotta true that up on the sander. And I like to add a little bevel to the edge there just so it guides into the sheath a little bit easier. Now with that done, I want to insert this into put the handles onto the knife and just run it around the edges for a final cleanup. Alright, kind of a challenging area to get into is up here in this choil here. So what I do is I just put a piece of stainless rod in here. It snaps right in. It doesn't spin, but if you run the grinder real slow, it'll still cut in there. So there we go. I didn't want to shape the handles or round it over too much. I did hit it on the sander just a little bit, but you want to preserve the pattern here. And as soon as you start cutting into the layers, this snakeskin pattern goes away pretty fast. So that'll be pretty much it. A little bit more work to do on the blade, just touch up stuff and then putting my name on it. But that's basically what it's going to look like.